Hello and welcome. My name is Allie Denton and this is my last genetics mini video. Today we're going to talk about my favorite TV show, Money Heist. Really fast, we're going to talk about the show to prepare you for what we will learn today. Money Heist is a show on Netflix about a group of criminals who are brought together by a man that they call the Professor. The Professor has this insanely elaborate plan where all the criminals will sneak into the Royal Mint of Spain and steal all of the money. So what happened in the heist? The criminals snuck into the Royal Mint of Spain and attempted the largest heist ever. When things went wrong, not all the members were able to escape, and some of them are in the hands of the FBI. The 4 suspects were taken into custody and questioned. The FBI wants to know who set off the bomb that accidentally killed Alison Parker, who is the British ambassador's daughter. There was one piece of hair on the release button of the bomb, and the FBI decided to use that to see who is guilty, and they want my help to do so. Our suspects are Rio, Nairobi, Denver, and Moscow. Moscow is Denver's father. Our victim, Alison Parker, is who died in the bomb explosion, so we want to find out who is responsible for setting off the bomb. Here we have an image of the VNTR loci 1 from the gel electrophoresis completed on the suspect's DNA. We have a hair sample from the bomb, and we will compare it to the victim and 4 suspects. Here we see that the victim, Alison Parker's alleles, do not match up with the evidence found, so we can go ahead and exclude her from the possibility of it being her strand of hair. Now we look at Rio and see that his alleles do not match up either, so he can also be excluded. Both of Nairobi's alleles match up with the evidence, so she is not excluded from the hair strand being hers. Now we take a look at Denver and see that one allele matches but the other doesn't, so we can exclude him. Lastly, we can look at Moscow. We see that both of his DNA alleles do match up with the evidence, so therefore we cannot exclude him. We can also see that since Moscow is Denver's father, they share one of the same alleles, and Denver's other allele he gets from his mother. After taking a look at the first loci, we can conclude that our 2 suspects are narrowed down to Moscow or Nairobi. Let's take a look at loci 2. Here we see that again, the victim Alison Parker does not have the same 2 alleles from the DNA sample and can then be excluded. This time Rio does match both of the alleles, but since he did not match the first loci, he can still be excluded. Nairobi still matches the evidence DNA, therefore can still be included as a suspect. Denver does not match either allele and so is then excluded. This time Moscow does not match either allele with the DNA evidence and is therefore no longer included as a suspect. He still shares one allele with his son Denver, making it true that he is his biological father. Now that we have narrowed it down to 1 suspect, we can safely assume that it was Nairobi who set off the bomb that killed Alison Parker. Sorry Nairobi, the DNA shows that it was your hair on the bomb. Now let's take a look and see how Moscow and Denver are feeling now that they aren't guilty. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to read the disclaimer below.